Take what you want for them for as long as we can. Give it to you, and after that, you're gonna have to suffer the consequences or meet
Okay,
your
whose
expectation.
fault is that? Who people want the government to work? The government is doing something for them. Nobody can ever be happy, Trebs.
Not slow, riding slow, and we're getting going to different poles. Not slow, we're riding low, we're getting going to different poles. I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, but you're paranoid.
Testicles, 1, 2, testicles.
Mic check, we back.
We are back. Welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy Trebles Garcia, and joining me again in the ones and twos is the best co-host in the motherfucking planet. Big Tank, salute my boy.
Salute, my brother. How you doing, Brody?
Dude, I'm doing fucking great. We took 2 fucking weeks off. Great fucking vacation. I'm refreshed, re-energized, and rejoiced. How about you, bro? You already know what this is. This is the best show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. You, the Probers, Pro Nation. We're definitely back. We haven't done this in a fucking while, so bear with us if we sound a little fucking crusty and rusty. Yeah.
Never. I'm always on point.
That's right. Well, if you're always on point, today we're gonna have a listener of the week. So, before we do anything, please let me know what the randomizing machine has for us today.
Randomizing machine, do your thing.
Listen to that baby purr.
Gabriela says, do your thing. Goes out, massive shout out just for you.
Yeah, Gabriela Sands, thank you so much for being such a great supporter on fucking social media and showing us so much fucking love. I hope you're enjoying this fucking show, and this episode goes out to you. There, we are rusty as hell. If you guys could actually
you rusty. I'm on point. You're like
whatever, dude. Oh shit, Big Tank. What is that? It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope, it's Paranoid Radio. Big Tank, what is happening?
What is happening, my people? You guys know the deal. This is the best segment on this show. What is happening? I'm gonna give you guys 2 stories. I want you guys' 2 cents plus my 2 cents. We taking that bitch and depositing to the bank of knowledge.
Ooh, the bank of knowledge.
Ooh, believe that. So, without any further ado, throughout China, people, they are calling it a safe pass. You cannot do anything there. What's called a safe pass, basically telling you that you aren't vaccinated. Hashtag look this up, people. You are not allowed to pump gas. You are not allowed to go into any type of grocery store, do any type of quote unquote normal activity without a vaccine passport.
The mark of the beast is here, and it's here to fucking stay. I'm telling you, bro.
Calm down. Calm down, mark of the beast.
Look, they've also stopped children from playing more than 2 hours a week of video games. Yep. Hashtag look it up.
Hashtag look it up. Hashtag look it up. If you guys have any type of input on that you guys are verifiable, shoot it to us, DM us, send it to us, let us know what you guys have conclusive. You guys have pictures, DM us. Slide in the DMs.
Yep. What you got for number 2?
Number 2, my people. Ooh, let's get away from the vaccine talk before we get into fights. So for all my Star Wars fans, there is a prototype lightsaber out in the market. It's not gonna go directly through walls.
What do you mean through?
Yeah, it's not gonna go like directly, like, you know how lightsabers, you see it cut through anything, like or whatever it is, chops it up, makes it Swiss cheese or whatever it is. No, my people, it does have some serious firepower behind it. So the engineers, this might be completely off, but at Feroz Engineering.
Yeah, you chopped that shit up for sure.
Yeah, okay. Excuse me if I do. These are some Southern American people working on it. They have not quote unquote called it a lightsaber, but it's basically the same thing. I don't know how cheap it is. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
or expensive, quote unquote. But for all my Star Wars fans, go geek out.
That is right. That is right. Fucking thank you, Big Tank, for bringing those two amazing stories, especially about the Star Wars in today. You're always doing a great fucking job. Please give him a round of applause.
Salute, salute, salute. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
That is right. Big Tank, you always fucking bring in amazing stories, dude. I'm so happy that you brought that up, and I'm definitely going to cough up one of those Star Wars lightsabers to chop up some motherfucking guys out here trying to fucking rob me and try to make me get vaccinated and shit. Look, all I'm gonna fucking say is, look, dog, you ready for a badass topic or what?
Born ready, fool. You slacking.
All right, bro. All right. So today, please, Big Tank, please allow me to jump from the deep end of the pool and set the fucking mood. Because today we're gonna be talking about Evil-Lution. Evil-Lution. Get it? Oh, that's the name of the title, the name of the fucking episode right there. Evil. Get it? Like bad, like evil, and then Lution.
But isn't evolution a good thing though?
Depends how you see it, bro. Depends how you see it. Let's jump right into it, dog.
All right, let's get it.
Now, in case you guys don't fucking know, evolution was briefly and actually recently introduced to us by a guy named Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was a dropout. He was actually going to school to be a doctor and a surgeon. He couldn't stand seeing blood. So what he did in the early 1800s in England, he started collecting beetles and shit. Literally, yeah, collecting fucking beetles. He was an animal enthusiast, so he was fucking always looking up and studying and researching animals. So what he did, he is the founder of the natural selection theories. I consider that being one of the biggest and the pioneers of the conspiracy theorists, to be honest with you, because that's how you started. Let me elaborate a little bit. Why do I think he was a conspiracy theorist? But because in the 1800s, everything that came out, like, for example, the evolution of humans, that didn't exist. Everybody thought that humans derived and came out of Adam and Eve. And whatever fucking theology was explaining how humankind was born or gave birth to. Everything that the Bible said was exactly how it was supposed to be. Nobody would challenge that because the church was so big back then, except for Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin, the way he found out was that there was an evolution type of shit, that there was 21 fucking species of humankind, of humanoids in the world, that we came from apes, was that because he started researching the Galapagos Islands. He actually took a tour, how do you call that, an expedition out there with on a boat, and he landed there. He started finding out that different birds in different areas of the island, being the same race of bird, the same species of bird, they had different beaks, different talons, different types of feathers, according to the habitat.
Okay, but before we make it out the same, like where these, how do you call it? How would I put it nicely? Like we are these unbelievers on science. You have to remember that science hasn't been able to fully back up. It's not until the early 19th century when we were actually being able to prove what half of this stuff is. There wasn't the technology out there. So if all you have is a good book, all you have is a good book, you're gonna go off the good book.
Okay, and the book, the good book, for example, the Bible, and how the Bible says that we were given birth to, that hasn't been proven either. That's also a sense of belief. It comes down to a sense of belief.
But if that's all you have, though, do you understand the difference?
Yeah, I get it.
If that's all you have, nobody's gonna question it, especially if you can't back it up.
Except Darwin. Because he actually found different types of tortoises in different types of the islands. So the Galapagos Islands is a series of islands. And then you would have to get on a boat to travel to the next little island. And it's like a family of islands in one little region of the earth. So he found different types of tortoises. Some tortoises had rounder shells with smaller necks, and the other ones longer necks, etc., etc., etc. So what he found was it's the same species of fucking turtle, right? Same tortoises, but some of them live longer, and some of them walk differently, and some of them fucking eat differently. Some of them have to climb and reach out for other fucking plants and eat insects, and the other ones actually have to dig. You get what I'm saying? So that each animal had its own specific category of arms to survive and adapt in its habitat. You get me what I'm saying? So that's what he came up with.
I get it 110%, and I'm 100% behind that.
I don't want to believe.
You don't want to believe what?
I don't want to believe that the 21 species of apes, of humanoids and human races or species out there, and that have existed before us, are actually our ancestors. I don't want to believe that I was a monkey once or an ape. I don't want to say monkeys have tails, but like you get what I'm saying, right? I don't want to think that I actually came up of an ape. I do want to believe that the good book is, Adam and Eve, but I cannot also believe that Adam and Eve, let's say they fucked each other, and then their kids fucked each other, and then the kids fucked each other, and then the kids fucked each other, and then boom, here we are. I don't believe that shit. That, to me, I don't know, dude. It's kind of fishy. Both theories. You get what I'm saying?
Well, okay then. If you have, for example, I'm gonna give you a good theory for you to believe in quote unquote evolution. Do you know why there's so many cases of arthritis, especially at a young age, going on right now?
Ooh, bringing
so many
bomb.
cases of carpal tunnel going on. So, for hundreds of centuries, we have been farmers, gatherers, hunters, quote unquote. We're used to doing these intense physical labors that our hands have,
which our body got used to already throughout the ages.
Yes.
Okay.
We see our older generations with arthritis, yes. Okay. But what are we experiencing more now and now?
Laziness, sitting down, driving, not really doing a lot of cultural work.
Put all that aside. Put all of that to the side. Where is the field of work going to?
Computerized, digitalized.
Exactly. Okay. All of that is with your thumbs, your fingers. You are no longer carrying anything heavy.
Yeah.
You are constantly arching your arms and moving everything a certain way.
This is kind of why astronauts have to have exercise in space. If space does exist, when they're up there, they have to work out at least a couple hours a day. I'm not sure. # look it up. They have to work out so that their tendons and their bodies stay together, because gravity is what keeps you in your, how do you say, in your healthy stage, in your joints and your bones, your bone marrow and your muscles stay the same because of gravity. You keep pushing against the force. You have something to always work out with. If you're not working out, you only work in certain parts of your body, you're gonna start growing illnesses in those areas. Specifically, if you're fucking carrying a phone on your hand the whole time.
See, okay, so that all goes back to the same. That all goes back to the same thing, though.
You wouldn't think that we would adapt? You don't think that we would adapt more into like a human, a digital age?
No, I'm not saying we're not going to adapt. I'm saying that's why evolution is going on. Because you have to realize that all of this stuff is just pushing it. Okay, for example, we can't be in space, lose our bone mass.
Yeah.
So we're only allowed to be up there certain times, and we can only go up there a certain number of times.
Yeah.
For the same reason that our bodies are not equipped for it yet. You get me? So that's what it comes down to. So, believe it or not, I want to say evolution isn't that far out of the realm.
Okay, so another explanation I could give you how evolution is right is albinos. I don't want to say albinos is the accurate term, but I'm gonna give you a quick shit. Like in the depths, you have the anchorfish. The wrangler, what's it called? The wranglerfish, the one that has the little light bulb in its fucking forehead. Anglerfish. Okay, so you have that fish. That fish has evolved over its generation. It has passed the messages and the information in its DNA onto its little babies, and the babies fucked, and they did the same shit. It got to a point where they could survive in the depths, in the dark, and eat in the fucking dark under tons and tons and tons of fucking weight of water pressure and still survive. They have adapted to that habitat. Now, I'm gonna give you another quick example, bro. Animals in the caves. All right, bro. We just talked about the fishes in the depths. Now, if you go into caves and # look it up, you could also find crocodiles, fishes, shrimps, crabs with no eyes, bro. I'm talking about 0 fucking eyeballs, and they're pale. Like, I don't understand why.
You're not talking about albinos. You're talking about pale individuals.
Exactly. It's not the right word. Albinos is not the right word. You were telling me that albinos is like a person that's missing the pigment on their skin and their hair, right?
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily. It's not like a mutation or anything. It's not necessarily an adaptability of their body according to their habitat. But what I'm talking about is these animals have no eyeballs. They live solely only on their fucking other senses, and their fucking colors are extremely just white. Like, and some of them are even glowing in the dark. Why? Because they don't fucking have any interaction with sunlight. They live in the depths. They live in the fucking dark all their life, all their existence. Their kids, their fathers and their grandfathers before them, and all their fucking generations after, all their eggs that they lay, they all grow in the fucking dark. Kind of like how a crocodile could change their sex in the egg according to its habitat. Hashtag look it up.
That's right. A lot of gecko lizards, depending on temperature, you could pretty much make them all male or all female when you're incubating them.
Exactly.
So shit. Okay. I get that. 110% behind that.
So these animals don't need eyeballs. These animals survive only on echolocation, on other fucking senses. They adapt to their fucking surroundings.
Even animals with eyeballs. Let's be honest. Dolphins have eyeballs, but they don't rely on them because they can't see shit. They use the echolocation for anything.
Oh shit!
That's how they stay away from. Yeah, that's how they use. How do you call it? That's how they stay away from predators. So I mean, I could definitely see that. You have, quote unquote, people that how would I put it? Okay, so it all goes back to the same thing. You have people that if you go to hotter climate have a darker pigmented skin.
Africa. Yes.
Okay. So obviously with darker skin there's less quote unquote heat there's more heat resistance to it. Doesn't mean it's not gonna burn them or anything. Of course it does, you get me? But they have less of a natural effect compared to a quote unquote lighter skin where they start heating up, they turn pink, they get all bad. People might even if they didn't know,
wear sunburns.
Yes, exactly. So definitely 110%. You're right about that.
Then the government has dropped bits of the truth in every Hollywood movie. And I'm just going to give you a quick example. The Matrix, the first movie, The Matrix. Now, Matrix 4, by the way, the trailers are out. Go to matrix4.com to check out the new stuff. I'm a fucking big fan. Anyway, the point is this. If you go to The Matrix, the first movie, and you watch it, Smith tells Morpheus inside the little room when they have Morpheus tied up with the fucking things and they're trying to with the truth serum and shit. And he tells them, humans are like a cancer on the earth. He literally tells them, we have evolved. You guys go to one area and you guys beat up and you fucking suck up all the resources of the fucking earth. And then you guys multiply and then you move on to the next place and destroy that area and destroy the other habitats of the earth. You're not like every other fucking animal in the planet that evolves according to its habitat and it adapts to it so it becomes one with nature. Nature is the biggest fucking contributor here and also the biggest terrorist at the same time because it destroys you and has been trying to eliminate human beings off the face of the earth since the beginning. Yet we have also adapted through cold. We have adapted by fucking killing buffalo and putting fucking their skins on us. You get me? Eating and changing our ways of eating. We could eat nothing but fish. We could eat raw fish. We could eat chicken. We multiply with chicken. You get what I'm saying, right?
I get it 110%.
We have thrived in adaptability and evolution. So in a sense, yeah, we are the cancer of the earth, but we have also shown that resilience in existence.
So do you think that we, quote unquote, are not the evolution of Earth?
I honestly, I don't want to say that evolution does not exist and that we did not come from Jesus Christ.
But I'm not saying that evolution does not exist. I'm saying, do you think we're evolution from somewhere else? Maybe.
I do. I think exactly. I was about to jump in that. Let me tell you something. Jesus Christ comes from the outside, from the heavens, right? Technically, he's a fucking alien. That's how I see it. Okay. Now the Bible and the church and all these other fucking religions might tell you, Jesus is a holy divine creature. Cool. I think he's an alien. If he's not from Earth, he's from alien. He's a fucking alien. Sorry. Then I do believe that if the Bible is telling us that this God, divine creature, dropped us out of his image and created us, you hear him, like the Bible says he made us out of sand. I hear gene splicing. That's what I hear. My logical brain tries to think. My left side of the brain tries to tell me there was an alien movement that came here and that they arrived on the little ships and they came and then they gene spliced us from another animal. And the 21 humanoid species that have existed before us have been trials and failed trials to a smart humankind. How do you say that? To a smart 2 feet standing straight up human person.
So you get me what I'm saying? What you just said?
What?
You just basically said, quote unquote, a little different, but you basically just admitted to evolution.
Yeah, I think science and science and religion have to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, okay, exactly.
It has to meet in the middle, bro.
science is religion we can't comprehend.
Trying to explain religion, basically, with facts.
Yes, yes.
Have you heard of the Ben stone?
No, I haven't.
Okay, hashtag look it up. Ben. Ben stone. It's an Egyptian stone. The Ben stone is said, they have it in the Smithsonian. They have multiple of them. They say it's in Egyptian theology. Basically, the Egyptians thought, they said that humankind arrived on a Ben stone. It's a triangle. It's the Ben stone is the small triangle that goes on top of the pyramid.
Okay.
That little corner, little pinnacle, little top part.
Okay.
They said that the humankind's other humanoids came from the Ben stone, opened the Ben stone, kind of like a starship, and they dropped down and they gave all the natives, everybody that lived around, special tools to thrive and grow. They showed them math, they showed them different types of languages and architecture. You get me what I'm saying? So the Bible says it, old time civilizations have said it, and science, this is where it meets in the middle, bro. That's what I'm saying. I believe in that. There has to be some truth to the myth.
So religion, I know what you've read, and it's real gray area-ish, if you want to be honest with me.
Yeah, I'm the only one side I couldn't do that.
Okay, so the whole thing is that it does not say the Ben stone. We grew from other hypotheses, and it does not technically say that. It's like the Bible stating, how do you call it, nuclear war bombs. No, it says weapons of mass destruction, weapons that are going to end the world. Yes, there's many different quotes. If you read into it, you will get it, but that's theorizing per se. If we're going off the actual hard, then we technically can't believe in the whole Adam and Eve thing. Okay.
It's hard. It's really hard to believe.
Yes. Okay.
You know,
but now we can't say anything about gene splicing because out of quote unquote extraterrestrials, because of the Ben stone, because of this.
They haven't been proven. Because it hasn't been proven either.
So if we're going just off strict facts, then quote unquote
so evolution still kind of beats them up.
Yes.
Evolution still beats both of them up out of the water.
Yes, but then why hasn't every monkey turned into a human?
Oh, good shit. I get you. Because of the habitat. I would think because not all, for example, if you
do you think the monkeys back then aren't like the monkeys now?
Of course they're not.
Or do you think that they were like a detour per se?
That's what happened. That's why there's 21 different species of humanoids.
Okay.
Like there's also, like if you go to the Galapagos Island, the Galapagos Islands is the home of the bird called the finch. And there's in the island, there's over 7 types of finch species. Same bird, different beaks, different colors, different feathers, different sizes.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Kind of like humans in different areas of the planet. It's kind of like apes and kind of like ants and kind of like snakes. Different, same species, right? But different types of species in its own, like subgenres within their own species. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's kind of like going back to the chaos theory. If you go, let's try to reel it into like civilizations. Every empire, dynasty, monarchy, every fucking established civilization has gone up, has risen out of chaos, and it has gone back and been destroyed through chaos. Out of chaos brings the evolution of a civilization. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm going to be 110% honest right here. I'm going to embrace this. We wouldn't have had an iPhone. We wouldn't have had automobiles. We wouldn't have had airplanes. We wouldn't have had English and other languages. And we wouldn't have been this evolved and advanced in our society if it wasn't for the collapse of other empires. Hence, what is happening now? There has to be a collapse so that we could rise up and evolve again, even if that collapse means taking out half of the humankind. I'm not trying to tell you that I'm not saying that I'm for Pfizer and I'm for. I'm trying to look. I'm not trying to say Bill Gates is an angel, right? If you come over here and you say something, Bill Gates is killing half of the fucking humankind, half of the population of the earth. Yeah, of course it sounds evil, bro. It's not done by natural selection. But then again, if you stop and think about it, the only reason we came this far is because of the fucking Crusades, because of the bubonic plague. You get me what I'm saying? Events on Earth, events on our history, events in human history that have destroyed massive amounts of population, where we have not only evolved and adapted, but survived. And after that, after we survive, we have recreated and reestablished our new civilization. So there has to be a collapse somewhere. And I'm not saying he's doing the right thing. I'm just saying it's a fucking pattern of life. That's it, bro. You go up and you go down. You get me what I'm saying?
So, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I agree with that to the extent of yes. So I know everybody wants to think that, I guess, quote unquote, we are governed by the 1%. Okay. Yes and no. Just because we depict them as evil, for I guess if you want to believe that the 1% rules everything, all of this was planned out, pandemically speaking, then yes. But I guarantee you that the 99% would not have the heart to make the right choices. Okay.
That, my friend, is the key question, because you're right. Unfortunately, you're right. I wouldn't have the heart. I'm gonna tell you something, dog. One of my biggest mentors told me something when I was coming up.
You should have said that, bro. I'm good. I'm here, Brody.
What happened?
Yeah, you said one of your biggest mentors. I'm right here, Brody. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, babe. All right, yeah, babe. You're the best, babe. Yeah,
Knew it.
One of my mentors told me something. We're in a canoe, both you and I, okay? And the canoe is only for one person. There's water coming in, and by a fucking miracle, by natural selection, you fall off the canoe. Do you think I'm gonna bring you back onto the canoe so you can bring me down with you, or do you think I'm a fucking
bring me back, bitch?
Or do you think I'm
straight? For you, better bring me back.
Whatever, fool. Well, according to this, let me finish the train of thought.
All right.
If I fall off the canoe, right? If you fall off the canoe and I see you drowning, knowing damn well that if I bring you back up to my canoe, I'm gonna drown with you, do you actually think I'm gonna bring you back up, or do you think I'm gonna fucking let you drown and maybe even push you down so you drown a little faster to get rid of it? So it'd be a little bit more of a faster death for you. Of course, bro. It's my survivability against yours at that moment. We're opposites.
Of course.
At that moment, once you fall off the canoe and you lost that chance, bro, you're gonna die, bro. I'm not gonna bring you back up. And it sounds so harsh and it sounds so narcissistic and fucked up, but that's the only reason why we've made it this far. Natural selection and survivability of the fittest. That's it, bro.
Yes. So you're right. That's 100%
you have to adapt,
right, because
you have to adapt.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but not everybody can make that tough choice. You will have the people that say, oh, well, let's see how that goes. Let's see how this goes. So if we go off what we preach, that basically there are higher powers controlling everything, just because we don't see the actual point of view does not mean that what they're doing is wrong. Yeah. For example, if they know the world is going to end in 20 years from now due to overpopulation, there won't be no food, there won't be no nothing. And if this was done,
yes, it's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're going to tell me that we have a chance to live another 150 years
and push on the species higher, longer time, and yeah, of course.
Yes. You get me? Nobody in quote unquote
nobody wants to kill anybody.
Yes. But I think tough choices have to be made, and that is why we don't agree with it, because we are not involved in it. But I don't think, like I've said, I don't think 99% of the population would ever have the right mind to do it. Okay, what is something that us humans complain about a lot? The internet is acting dumb. It's acting sus. It doesn't work.
My computer's getting older. I need a faster phone. I need a bigger screen.
Okay. Yeah. Without all of these technical advances, 20 years ago, there was no G.
Exactly.
There was no type of G. You either had service or you didn't have service.
Let me give you a quick example. Look at your finger right now. Look at your finger right now, your pinky finger. And you check on your fucking pinky finger right now. There's a little curve right in the middle indent. There's 3 sections of your pinky finger. The middle section, there's a little indent. Why do you think that little indent is? I don't know if you're left-handed or right-handed. If you're right-handed like I am, go ahead and check out your pinky finger. Pick up your palm and check it out. Hashtag look it up and you'll see that little indent. Do you know why that indent is there? And then on your left hand, you don't have it? Because your phone fits in that indent. You hold your phone so long in that little space. By the time that information is getting passed through your body, you're evolving as you are talking and hearing this episode right now. We are adapting to what our habitats are. Our habitats in the digital. Our habitats, unfortunately, is in a digital era. We are changing into this movement. Unfortunately and subconsciously, we are becoming what we don't want to. Cyborgs. You get me what I'm saying? Fuck, bro. It's
okay, cyborgs.
Bro, we are evolving, dog. Unfortunately.
Yes. Okay, but we have to keep on evolving to keep up with all these technical advances. But what some people see as evolution, some people might see as a mutation, as something that's not supposed to be happening, that's something not supposed to be there. So, for example, I bet you if we ever do get an indentation in our pinky, like fully submitted for a phone, people are going to try to say, oh no, something's wrong with them.
Deformed.
Yeah, deformed.
Not knowing that also because of the radiation of the fucking phone. You know what I'm against? I'm not against.
No,
I'm not against the evolution. I'm not against moving into transhumanism. In a sense, I am, but fully on, I'm not going to embrace it. I'm not against that transhumanism movement. I am against the way you're implementing the transhumanism movement. I'm against the way that you're doing it. For example, and I'm just gonna bring this in right now. How do you think? What was the first thing that Hitler did in order to fucking culminate and consolidate his power? What was the first thing he did? He shut down all the non-essential businesses. Hashtag look it up on Google right now. Believe it or not. The first thing he did before he fucking took on the world was shut down all non-essential businesses in his own country. Kind of like what Newsom did in California and all these other fucking governors in the state. And all these other countries around the fucking world. And guess what he did after? Before he started cooking people in fucking ovens, guess what else he did? He started marking the people and started fucking soliciting and telling people these people are bad, these people are marked, and these are not. Kind of like what's happening with the vaccine. And I'm not trying to bring the vaccines back into the conversation.
No, okay, I'm going to have to fight you a little on that.
Hashtag look it up. That's exactly how he took over.
Yes, but you're comparing two way different things. Okay,
bro, it's a holocaust,
Hitler did this within weeks. Okay, let's get this straight.
Okay, the more people there is, the longer it's going to take for you to do it.
No, if you have a dictator that has absolute rule and power, that can happen at any point. You cannot say Newsom when there's a higher government than him.
The only reason, yes, dude, but come on, bro. There's the amount of people that there was in Germany and the world back then. We have only in LA County right now. We have so many people. We have a country within a country.
There's a power on top of a power on top of a power. You cannot say that it's
you don't think it's the same pattern?
I'm not saying it's not the same pattern. Yes. Is it weird that both of them shut down non-essential businesses? Yes. Okay. But we are talking about two heavily different things. Hitler was taking over the world. He had declared war on everybody. Okay. There is no war right now. Could it be a similar type of agenda? Yes. I'm not fighting that. You get me? But you cannot compare apple to apples. It's not apples to apples. It's really similar, but it's not apples to apples.
Okay. The types of political powers, the democracy versus Nazism or whatever, the socialism, nationalist. I know it's different. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but the introduction of transhumanism onto us right now, the forcing of it, that's what's wrong. The taking away the freedom of choice.
Because believe it or not, that goes back to the same thing that 99% of the people won't agree with it because they don't know what's quote unquote best for them. Do I believe to slow the spread of how would the world have been? Let's just say the virus wasn't created. It just happened. Same way like the smallpox, like the bubonic plague. Let's say it's the exact same thing. It was just naturally created. Okay? If people didn't start taking certain measures, we would have been at a higher death toll if you believe in it. Okay, that is why you have 1% leading it, because you'll have every motherfucker just living life. Oh, I'm just a little sick. As a parent, I wouldn't be able to stand that. Are you gonna tell me that you're gonna put quote unquote your kid's life at risk just because you want to be out a little bit more?
You're right. I'm gonna give you that one. You know why? The only reason the bubonic plague happened, it's because dryas. Now, if you guys don't know what the younger dryas is, hashtag look it up. Younger dryas are different moments on the earth when the earth is hitting the equator, or it wobbles every 1,000 years, every 7,000 years, every so often in the earth history, it has a tilt, and that little tilt makes other areas of the world freeze up. So when it freezes up, a lot of things we lose agriculture, we lose farms, we have plagues, we have stuff. And that causes other fucking viruses to rise up and kill many fucking people. But But you're right. Basically, what I'm trying to say is giving you the right. If nature would have selected COVID-19 to come out and kill everybody, a lot more people would have been dead. Maybe you're right. I'll give you that.
Okay. See, that's what it comes down to. I mean, honestly, I think you just, I don't want to say you proved me right, but it shows that a lot of the people would want to continue living life and hoping things would get better, or just not plain believe in it. That is why we have, quote, that 1% that has to take these matters into their own hands. I'm not saying that I agree with it, but do I think it's better per my case? Yes. Per other people's case, no. Yes. Did they shut down small businesses, non-essential, what you call non-essential? Yes. But now you have motherfuckers that are too lazy to work. That is something that we created. People that are EDD that are staying on it 24/7 just because they're too lazy to work. You have whatever.
They don't want you to move out of the LA. For example, dog, they don't want you to move out of metropolitan areas.
That's self-progression. No, that's self-progression. There are signs of restaurants. Please wait. We only have 3 people serving us. Hashtag look it up. This was a Carl's Jr. Somewhere in the middle of California. Please be patient. Nobody wants to work. We only have 3 team members. That is why we have a long line. Every company that you go to has signs saying now hiring.
Can I be honest with you? I honestly think that was made on purpose. I think the whole, now, don't get me wrong. I'm not moving back to vaccine. I'm not going to mention the vaccine, but I am going to mention a pandemic. Now, we're not only talking about pandemic of COVID. I'm talking about the fucking scarcity of people wanting to go back to work. Yet living in a metropolitan area that's fucking not only multicultural, but also too fucking packed of people, too populated. There's so many fucking people living off EDD, and there's so many homeless people in LA just alone. The homeless crisis in LA right now, it's off the fucking wall. There's homeless people everywhere. And guess what they did? They didn't give them a job. They gave them tents. That's what the government did. They came in and gave them tents. They're enabling their fucking uselessness.
They will progress. That's the whole thing. If somebody
wants to progress, they're cutting off their willpower, bro. That's what's happening.
They are not cutting off the willpower. If you want to grow, if you want to be something better, you're gonna do it. If you want to be a lazy motherfucker, you're just gonna stay there and just accept whatever's given out to you. Bro, I see thousands of people, young motherfuckers that just don't want to work. That want the easy way out. What about you? Why are you working?
Let me ask you something.
Why aren't you under EDD?
Because I like to work.
Exactly. You have the thrive.
Yes, bro.
People are making it. Oh, I'm getting more off EDD than this.
You
cannot blame anybody for that.
Yes, system.
No,
yes, no.
You cannot blame the system. People needed help. People complained that the government wasn't doing anything. Okay, they gave them something to release themselves. No, now what? Guess what? They're all.
But now that everything's open, instead of giving them applications, they give them more money. They give them an extensions of money. That's enabling their fucking laziness. Perfect.
They give you, if you've ever filled out an EDD form, it literally says, "Did you go look for work? Please submit something."
People lie.
Exactly. The 99%.
That shouldn't be an option there. They should give them a time limit. You have until this day to keep getting the money, or else you're out of luck.
Sounding like a tyranny.
No, that's not a tyranny, Dick. I'm still giving you free money.
Listen. Now you're sounding like the 1%. You are playing both sides in your own argument.
Fuck no. If it was me, I wouldn't get. Look, fool.
Okay.
Free choice. Free choice.
Okay, free choice. Don't get vaccinated. Don't get this. It's my body, my choice. Now you're telling me that you're gonna tell people, nah, they go make them work. You are playing.
That's not what I'm saying, Dick.
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
You're not what you're saying, but that's what you're
way
doing.
Off.
That's what you're doing. Believe
free choice in matters. Free choice in matters of what you do with your body, and free choice of matters if you want to get a job. However, if you, for example, what's happening in Texas now with abortion, okay, there's consequences for both things. You have the free choice not to get vaccinated, but guess what's going to happen? You're going to get asked out because everybody else is getting it. If you have the opportunity to get EDD this amount of time, and then again, you have the opportunity to get a job right now. Take what you want for as long as we can give it to you, and after that, you're going to have to suffer the consequences or meet your expectations.
Whose fault is that? People want the government to work. The government is doing something for them. Nobody can ever be happy, Trebs. That's the whole thing. That's what it comes down to. Nobody is ever going to be happy in any type of way.
That's true.
We pay too much
I'll
in
give you that.
taxes. We pay too much in taxes. We don't make enough. Okay, when we get a raise, everything else has to go up. How do you think that works?
Inflation. Yeah,
Yes.
we're never happy.
So that's what it comes down to, 1,010%. Nobody's ever going to be happy, but we cannot play both sides. That's why I stick to my guns and everything that I do. Even if it's right or wrong, I have to stick with it. Whatever benefits me, per se.
You're going to tell me right now that if they offered you more money through EDD, that's unemployment, you're going to stay working, or you're going to get EDD?
My mother, she can't work right now. She's technically disabled, quote unquote. Okay? She was making more money than me during the pandemic. Not right now. During the pandemic.
Through EDD?
Yes.
And now what? She can't go back to, she doesn't want to go back to work now? Or?
No, she's actually disabled. She's actually I'll tell you about it later.
I honestly think that because they gave so much money to these people got so used to it that now they don't want to go back to work. They cut off that willpower, that energy, basically, that want. They want to be so like you said, codependent to the fucking government.
Exactly. The government trusted us and we overtook it. Mm-hmm. You see, that's the problem why the 99% can't govern itself.
Damn, you're right. Oh my God. I wonder what fucking the red pill heavy hitters are gonna think about this shit.
Bro,
now we fucking brought it in.
That was right here.
We're closing. Yeah.
I got that W. We closing it.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Stupid.
Wait. We're gonna do hell yeah. We're gonna about to fuck you, Tony. Fuck you, Ezekiel. Yo, if a tomato is considered a fruit, isn't ketchup technically a smoothie? Doc, I don't go to the fucking store and ask them for a fucking banana sauce. I go for a shake, right? A banana smoothie, a strawberry smoothie. If tomatoes considered a fruit, hashtag look it up. Why the fuck is it called ketchup sauce? The fuck?
Okay, I like that one. Mad respect.
Yo, Big Tech, let them know what you, bro.
You guys know the deal. Catch me at eknat.ivix. Follow me on all your major social media platforms. I am there. Hit me up, whatever you guys want to hear. Whether or not, remember, I got my PhD in STD shit talking degree. Let me know, brothers. Till the next time.
That is fucking dope. You can find me at Trebles Garcia, Trebles Garcia on all social media platforms, Snapchats, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Make sure you follow us at paranoidradio.com. Hashtag look it up, paranoidradio.com, paranoidradio.com on Instagram. Also, mad love to the Red Pill Heavy Hitter Gang. That is the Fail Academy, Perception Real, Soulless Reiki, and Morphe.x from the BTS, from
Breaking the Matrix.
From Breaking the Matrix podcast. Mad shout out to every single fucking one of you. Conspiracy Comrades, check them out. They have fucking badass episodes on UFO and ufology. Hit them up. Fucking give them a 5-star review and a fucking awesome support on Instagram. Thank you, every single fucking one of you. Every single person that has supported us on 61 episodes long. Paranoid Radio Podcast is here for you. Big time. Thank you for joining me and have a great one.
Love. Till the next time.
Boom. Blow your fucking mind.